Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force. Let's load back up the game. Small difference from last time. Since the last stream, I have gotten the Japanese voice mod installed in, thanks to my mod Wolfen. Wolfen, many thanks. Thanks for getting that for me. So now when the characters speak, we'll hear their Japanese voices because they never recorded English lines. So it's better to have the Japanese, as I was just telling chat before I started the YouTube video, it's better to have the Japanese voices with English subtitles than to have no voices at all. And as a lover of sub-anime specifically, all the better. Even though in video games I do prefer English. Let's go find someone to, like, beat up. We can't duel Chaz yet. We should probably duel some random loser. Who's hanging out over at the Raw Yellow dorm? I just want to get straight into a duel today. Hey, you idiot. Your hair is stupid. I'm gonna beat you up. Your name is Swin. Your kids hate you. Or your kids? Your kids will hate you if you ever manage to have any, but your parents are the ones who really hated you for giving you that name. I'm off to a great start. He's going first, cringe. Get me in here. Get me in here. Let's go. Absolute spell defense. This sounds horrible. Never mind. I don't want to be here anymore. Ah, he's speaking Japanese. Let's go. You thinking of playing Tag Force 2 and 3 as well? Anytime someone comes in a stream and asks if I'm going to play the next Tag Force game when I've only been playing this one for less than 15 hours, I'm going to play one less Tag Force game on the channel. So, because you just asked that, Tag Force 6, no longer on the table. That one's gone. Next time I get asked, we're going to remove Tag Force 5 from the lineup. You've all been warned. I'm a very serious person. Also, he has Pot of Greed! Card is set. Turn end. Everyone put an F in chat for Tag Force 6, now that I've killed it officially. Those face downs can't hurt me because I can't read. What Yu-Gi-Oh player knows how to read? Unheard of. No, he's got a face down card! A continuous trap? What does this do? I would like to check the card details. As long as the monster remains on your side of the field, battle damage to the controller of this card becomes 0. Spirit Barrier sucks, bro! Who cares? All that matters is I get rid of your monster. I'll get to direct attacks, don't you worry. Is there even a Tag Force 6? I think there are 7 of them, aren't they? But the 7th one is Japanese only? Was the 7th one... Chat, it's like 3 of them are GX and then 3 of them are 5Ds, and then the 7th one... Tribe Infecting Virus, why do you all have this card? And then the 7th one is Zeal, isn't it? But Zeal was Japanese only? Someone explained this to me in one of my DS Yu-Gi-Oh playthroughs, but I just do not remember. Ow, my feelings. Oh, it's Arc V? They skipped Zeal entirely? Draw. Chat, unless I absolutely hate this game, of course we're gonna play the other Tag Forces, because I have to be able to tag team with Akiza. That was like 10-year-old me's dream. What's your favorite deck, Chaos? Crystal Beasts with Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. That is the deck that I enjoy the most and always find myself coming back to. You're gonna run out of cards to discard for this eventually. Oh, you... Okay. Well, it's a good thing you're stupid. That makes my life way easier. I love the Crystal Beasts, and when I realized in the DS games that you could use the Crystal Beasts to summon Haman, I was like, this is my favorite of all time. I also love the Sacred Beasts. Not really Ravael, because he's obviously the worst one, like, by far. But I love Uriah. I love doing Uriah decks, and I really enjoy Haman. Big one, soldier! I hate it here. Tasha no turn.
Monster.
Is this another penguin soldier? What are you doing? Hello, Fissure. I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do this. Die. What, the Maiden of the Aqua, for real? Nah, get out of here. None of that. I hate the ocean. Put me back in the Shadow Realm. Just for the record, the first tag force is the worst. That's what I've heard. But also, like, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, so. Yu-Gi-Oh is Yu-Gi-Oh at the end of the day. Mother Grizzly, I want Flying Kamakiru! Give me Flying Kamakiru! Ow. One day I'm gonna have to go through the quote suggestions again. I keep putting it off because I'm so busy with everything else in my life. Well, it sucks to be you, nerd, because I have Fissure. Go away. No ability for you. Behold, the Command Knight. He commands all of the knights. Got him. Oh, we also need to look at the settings because apparently we can, like, speed up the animations a little bit. I think someone in chat was saying that last time, and it would definitely help the longevity of this playthrough if I was able to speed up going through some of these. Why do you have Dark Hole? Who runs Dark Hole? Basically no one, because it's illegal. Oh my goodness, level limit area B. You're joking me. You Mototani ripoff. Mototani, whatever his name is from Spirit Caller. If you play Wave Diffusion Cannon or whatever it's called, I'm gonna throw up live on stream. And you simply cannot stop me. I hate it here. Yeah, it's your turn. I know, idiot. Lightning Vortex, of course. I hate that card. Cass, do you want me to tell you which pack you should buy for Flying Kamakiri? No, obviously. Would you like to be banned? I have a quick way for you to get banned. Behold, DD Warrior. But he's in defense mode. Do I have Dust Tornado, don't I? Is there anything other than Harpy's Hunting Ground that can deal with this? Well, that definitely isn't gonna help. You know, I guess I could get Harpy's Pet Dragon out for funsies. Dude, I wish I had Harpy Feather Duster right now. So, chat, we've got some time, obviously, to talk about whatever we want. I had to go Thanksgiving shopping today, which is why I was a little late, because I was doing Thanksgiving shopping instead of setting up the Japanese voices. Nightmare Penguin, that's not gonna help either. I'm gonna summon Harpy's Pet Dragon for fun, though. But anyways, I was doing that because my sister does, like, all of the cooking, so I do basically everything else, which I think is fair. Honestly, cooking is, like, the really difficult part, so I'm glad to do, like, all the cleanup and the purchasing and etc. What are you salvaging? Catapult Turtle and Mother Grizzly. Catapult Turtle? I hate it here. I hate it here. But anyways, my sister say, oh my goodness! Alright, note to self, this guy is just as bad as Mototani. He is the absolute worst to duel against. I'm immediately gonna forfeit. This is the kind of stuff that makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Not fun. This removes all enjoyment from Yu-Gi-Oh! And well, I immediately drew Dust Tornado, though. So now I'm kind of torn. If I had drawn any other card, I would still be like, get me out of here, but like... I drew the one out. But anyways, my sister, sometimes, and this is the fault on my end, I will admit, sometimes when my sister gives me a list for something, I accidentally purchase the wrong thing. Because, you know, there are multiple things that are, like, called so-and-so. Like, there are, like, 6 different brands of, like, a can of corn, basically. So, like, what am I supposed to do in that scenario if I accidentally purchase the wrong one? Behold, my Penguin of Nightmares. I'm gonna hope that that far right face down is Penguin Soldier, so that when I attack it with Nightmare Penguin here, it will die. It's not. It's his Nightmare Penguin. Why do you have this deck? Oh my goodness, this is awful. There is simply no fun to be had here. Did I summon anything this turn? I didn't! I'm a genius, that was all planned. So this time my sister sent me pictures of what to purchase instead. But when she sent it, something went wrong with her phone or something, because she ended up sending me like the same picture of some of them like 3 times. Like we needed like flour, right? For whatever she's gonna be baking. And it, like, she sent me the same thing, a picture of the same thing of flour, like 4 times. And it wasn't like 4 times in a row. It was like the flour, and then like green beans, and then corn, and then flour again, and then it was a pie crust, and etc. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Something must have gone wrong here. So I texted her and was like, yo, what's the deal? Do you really need this much flour? Like, what's happening? And she was like, I only sent you 1 of each. I only need like 1 of everything except 2 cans of green beans. Very specifically, of all the things, there must be 2 green beans. Turn endo. So I was going through Walmart trying to find all of these things that she needed, which I was totally okay with doing. But because the pictures got sent like multiple times, I kept having to scroll through our texts over, whoops, I forgot to switch to attack mode, over and over again, because like I would be like, okay, yeah, I already got the flour, and then I would like scroll down to see what the next thing on the list was, and it would be flour 3 more times. And I was like, this list is impossible to like go through and make sure I actually have everything. So long story short, it was a nightmare and I wanted to complain. And thankfully I'm a streamer, so I have a captive audience, because clearly none of you can click out of the Twitch stream. You have to stay here and listen to whatever I talk about. But I just wanted to complain about it, and none of you could get away from my complaining. Having green bean casserole? I have no idea what she's making. I eat turkey, rolls, and mashed potatoes. That's pretty much all I eat at Thanksgiving. But I eat a lot of it. Like, so very many. My family makes, like, the best rolls. They're like, you, like, make them out of mashed potatoes, and it's, like, it's a big process that I don't even know how to do, but all the women in my family know how to do it. My grandmother, my sister, my mom knew while she was alive. I don't think any of the men in my family know how to make them. We just all know how to consume too much of them. Yes, I have the palate of a 12-year-old. I've had this discussion so many times over the years. I wish I liked more foods. I assure you, there is no part of me that likes being a picky eater because it's just an inconvenience. It is an inconvenience for me to be a picky eater. I wish that I liked more foods, but I don't. I eat things and they taste bad, and then I'm like, well, there are only like 8 things that I actually like to eat. What am I supposed to do?
行くぞ。私のターン。ドロー。
This duel is on turn 31.
カードをセット。
Does he deck out before I do?
エンドだ。
No, I deck out first by 1. Oh my word, I've drawn every single Harpy's hunting ground, but not Birdface or more than one Harpy lady.
行くぞ。
Come on.
手札から。
Oh, you have Legendary Ocean, huh? I need to like, oh my goodness, Penguin Soldier.
モンスター。
I forgot that you had just been holding that this entire time. What are you gonna call up the Haunted? Oh, hello. That's a problem. What am I gonna do about that? Am I finally gonna forfeit this awful? Did you end your turn?
ターンエンドだ。
Oh, because of you, my penguin is like, is its defense too high? Like, actually? Oh, great, Swords of Revealing Light, that'll really help. This is such sunk cost fallacy. Get me out of here. This is the most boring duel of all time. Shut up. Every Yu-Gi-Oh game always has to have that one duelist that is like, hey, I made the most unfun, boring deck of all time that you have to sit through for like 60 more turns than average. It is absolutely terrible. This is a good showing of why Yu-Gi-Oh is like a terrible game, though. We talked about this in one of the DS playthroughs as well, but I just want to bring it up again. Like, we all know that Yu-Gi-Oh as like a card game would have crashed and burned without the anime, right? Like, the only reason Yu-Gi-Oh got off the ground was because of the anime. Like, I refuse to believe that with how poorly made this card game is, that it would still exist if the anime hadn't just absolutely popped off. It wasn't even meant to be a card game? Yeah. And you can tell. Not the Hyper Hammerhead! Draw? But despite how much I think this game sucks, not this game specifically, but Yu-Gi-Oh, I can't help but want to play... Was that compulsory evacuation? It was. I can't help but want to play the video games. Specifically the like 2005 to 2013 video games. Okay, so your whole gimmick is just gonna be return to hand. Okay. This deck I'm running doesn't really mind that, to be honest. Whoa! Speaking of chaos, the other day I was at my local TCG shop and I saw a big box of Disney Villainous stuff. Thought of you. I don't even play Disney Villainous anymore. I only play anime Villainous. Disney Villainous is like, it's fine, but anime Villainous is just so much better. You know, if Disville is your jam, though, you know, more power to you. Draw phase. This would be great if I had a Harpy Lady. And here's where I'd put my Harpy Lady, if I had one! Get in there, Birdface. Have you played any other TCGs? I played the barest minimum of Magic the Gathering when I was like 19. Which was like a decade ago. Why did I say that? I feel so old now. I'm turning 29 in literally less than a week. And naturally, of course, I want to die because of that fact. Monster Seto! But, I had a very, very short stint of playing Magic the Gathering, and it was neat, but I just didn't really get into it. Like, it's not that I didn't like it. What I did play, but I liked it. I had a friend who was really, really into Magic the Gathering, and the only person I played it with was her. And then she and I eventually just, like, grew apart, basically. I haven't talked to her in, like, 8 years or something? My goodness, time has gone too fast. So basically, since I wasn't playing it with her, I had no desire to play it more. How many different versions of Hain can one deck have?